Hey, welcome to Make Your Money Matter. I'm your host, Brad Barrett. I'm also a managing director and partner here at One Capital Management. Hey, sometimes my producer and I, we get into conversations behind the scenes a little bit, and I actually thought for today's show, I'd show you a little bit about that. I think it's interesting to see some of the behind the scenes conversations. We had a great conversation. We always do typically, but before we get started, did you know the average American holds $96,000 in total debt? If you're part of that group, check out my new video course on how to pay off your debt. You can find the link to sign up in the description box below. And lastly, be sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode. All right, let's get into it.
It just seemed like yesterday the tax season was just over. And then now I'm thinking about only at the end of this year, I gotta have all my stuff together.
Yeah.
To get ready to do it. I mean, I wonder, like, what kind of things you think I should be thinking of to get kind of plan for that, get organized?
I mean, yeah, time flies. It's crazy. It's funny. I actually had a meeting with a client this morning, and we were actually with the CPA. So I think the first thing you could do with your advisor, right, is to sit with them and your CPA. And if you don't have an advisor, sit with the CPA and do what's called a mid-year projection. Now, obviously, we're a few months away from the end of the year, so it wouldn't be like true mid-year. But what they'll do is they'll ask for a pay stub of just giving your year-to-date numbers with your withholdings, kind of lets you know what to expect come tax season. I think a lot of tax planning, especially at the end of the year, at least what we do for our clients, is being more managing expectations, like being prepared for it, right? So doing a mid-year projection is a good one. And then obviously making any changes you need to do. If that mid-year projection says, hey, you didn't withhold enough, or you might be withholding too much, you can actually pull back if we don't need some things, right? That's the first thing I would always say doing, and going through that. I think one of the things you want to make sure you're doing as well from a financial standpoint, less taxes, but has to do with taxes, is your retirement plan. I mean, anything you do before December 31st of the year is considered in the calendar year. So if you want to, cash flow a little bit better than it was in the first part of the year, maybe look to up your retirement plan contributions, your 401k contributions, your IRA, get those in if cash flow is a little bit better, so you can at least max out or get close to it to take full advantage of it. Because again, once December 31st happens, you really, at least on a 401k, you can't do anything. On an IRA, you can do it next year for this year. But I think those are great avenues to look at it. I think those are the main two I would go with. Being a few months out, I think is probably the best thing to do. But I think conversations with a mid-year projection. Most clients don't even know that's a thing, but CPAs do it all the time. And the good ones will want to do it with you, right? Because it helps them prepare you, and it helps you understand what to expect or not expect. Because I think for a lot of people, at least what I see, especially with business owners or sole proprietors or whatever, even W-2, salary people, things change throughout the year, right? Maybe they went exempt once or twice, and hopefully they didn't forget to go back to withholding, but those kind of things, and how that might change the taxes for that year. Or maybe they were withholding too much this year and their income changed a little bit, right? So mid-year projections are a great way to do it. And I think from a financial standpoint, as anything you do to max out is always a good thing. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a single episode. And always remember to make your money matter.